Morning, good morning. Happy Saturday. Happy Saturday. How's everybody doing? Welcome in, welcome in. I have Instagram here, TikTok there. You guys are awesome. And my Afro puff always looks like a little askew, like every time I call it. It's okay. It's just hair. It's just hair. Good morning, good morning. Happy Saturday. I hope everybody's doing well. I hope everybody's doing fabulous. Today we are coming in with Mysteek Naturals and her Elektra Harris, the CEO and owner of Mysteek Naturals, talking about hair care stuff and hair wax and other things because she's doing more. Like, listen, she's a mom of a lot of kids. I think like 5. Like, hey Maurice, what's going on? Good morning. Hey, was it the Jermaine? What's going on? How you feeling? Welcome in, welcome in. Just waiting to just sit and talk with another business owner. And people are asking why we're doing this. With the holidays coming up and a lot of funding going into the wrong direction, I don't want you guys to get scammed. So let's introduce you to some real business owners. Like I just saw some ads early this morning before I was working out with my mom. It's getting crazy out there. Hey, Baddest, what's going on? Was it Baddest Gunny? What's going on? Good morning. How are you? You have 5 kids too. Come on, Sean. Listen, how do you guys do it? How, like, I've got 5 like computers. I've got 5 devices. I don't know how y'all doing it with 5 different personalities up in your house. Like, listen, there's 3 of us. That was enough for even me, and I was one of them. Hey, Vibrate Higher, what's going on? Good morning. Good morning, Sales. How are you over here on Instagram? Who's over here on TikTok? Hey, Mama, what's going on? Mama Delazzo, what's going on? How are you? Thank you for liking the live. And I just want to make sure that you guys know who you're shopping with these days. And I want to make sure that you kind of keep your money safe and you know who you can follow and who you can trust and who gets in front of their camera and actually has these conversations. I have 1 kid, so yeah, it's just like having 5 kids. Listen, I have 1 mom who I swear the roles have officially reversed. I love her to death. Like, listen, I talk to my mom every day. Like, I literally just talked to her this morning. Like, some days I'm just like, Mommy, Mommy, what were you thinking? So I can imagine with like kids who aren't there mentally yet. And I'm just, y'all, parents are superheroes. I swear, you guys are. And I don't want to say you're superheroes because, like, I don't want to put like that weight on your shoulders. But you guys pull off some beautiful miracles. I'm good. I'm good. How are you? I have 4 dogs, so need presents for them. You're phenomenal. Thank you so much. Listen, we've got like a dog section too. Like, there's a dog. There's a couple black-owned dog snack brands, and if I can remember off the top of my head, I would. But I can see her face. One is a young girl. She's like 14 years old. She opened up her own dog food brand. She's in the guide. Then there's like the young kid who does the bow ties, but was it Bows by Mo's Bows? Those are so cute. Like, I want to get a dog, but I just can't get a dog right now. Just one day I'll be able to get a dog. So yeah, when I get a dog, it's going to be like a Rottweiler, a black and brown, and like a dachshund, a black and brown dachshund. So one looks like the older brother, and one looks like the little brother. And you just, yeah. Pet Plate is also black owned. He is no longer the CEO, but he did hire a CEO to run the company. And Pet Plate and they typically have 60% off on your first order. So yeah, listen, I see a lot out on these social media streets. Yeah, I see a lot. And he actually was on another brand that made it onto Shark Tank. Thank you for the gifts on TikTok side. And let me just check the live here, see if she's come in the room just yet. She hasn't come in just yet. But yeah, it's Mysteek Naturals will be Elektra Harris from Mysteek Naturals will be coming in to answer some questions and talk about her product line and share her new endeavors with everybody. I found so many Black companies because we thank you. Listen, she's over on the TikTok side. There she is. She's over on the TikTok side. So you guys on the Instagram side will be able to hear, and then I will post the, where is she? Mysteek, there she is. There you are. Over on the TikTok side. Mystique did comment on TikTok. Oh, listen, my 52-year-old eyes sometimes, like, I'm watching two screens going, hey, Electra girl, what's going on? Dogs are wonderful. I use pet plate. Yeah, I just found out True Sea Moss is not black owned, but they're star on my TikTok feed. Hey girl, what's going on? Hello. So for those of you who don't know, this is Elektra Harris. She is the CEO and owner of Mysteek Naturals. A hair coloring option is a hair wax. And yes, I have used it many times. Like I have the green, I've used the pink, I've used the blue, the green. You have a wonderful product, and you can get this through Amazon, through her website. Like, you're in stores now too.
Yeah, so we are in 10 Black-owned beauty supply stores.
Nice. Are you? How crazy was it when you first started this out?
Okay, so when I first started, actually everybody was at home, so COVID, so everybody had their eyes on the brand. So it was actually the best time to actually launch officially, because I've actually been doing this since 2016. So 2020 is when it started to really take off. And honestly, it was pretty easy because a lot of people were looking for different alternatives without damaging their hair. Yeah. And then there was people who already dyed their hair but didn't want to go through the whole lifting and the processing to get different colors and just wanted to switch it up for a day or two or a week or two. Or there was people who work, traditional jobs where they're at their desk, so, the women who go to work and their jobs are complaining about having hair color, they can actually wear blue hair in the afternoon if they wanted to, and then wash it out and be back to the status quo in the morning.
Listen, I've done that. I have actually done that. I did that with the pink a couple times. I did it with the blue because, like, you've seen me with the blue. Love the blue color, and this green. You're not playing with the depths of how green that actually is. Like but it feels a little different, but it's still the same. Like you changed something up.
So I've actually, and you popped out one of my secrets. So we're actually going to be in over 200 stores by second quarter of next year. Nice. We have updated our consistency of the product, and it's actually going to transfer less. So that is, we heard the cries, we heard the complaints and things of that nature. Will it totally not transfer? No, we won't say that because we didn't want to put in so many different polymers and things like that and chemicals for that not to happen. We wanted to stay true to the product of it being Mysteek Naturals. So, there's a give and take. If it's not lifting the shaft of the hair and depositing color, then it will transfer some. But we have changed some things, not too much, but it lies on a little bit easier, as well as you're able to have a color that doesn't transfer as often.
Yeah. And the funny thing is with and I'm not like a super hair girly, but the reality is I'm one of those people who would just like to change their hair color like for 15 minutes. And this is perfect. You put it on, you rock and sock it, and then you go home and you wash it out. And it makes it, it's that easy. And I know there are some people who said that, sometimes they don't wash out that easy. I'm like, when you cake this stuff in, you're going to be in the shower washing that out. It is like, I don't care whose product you use, but I'm not trying to permanently change my hair color because I got things to do on Tuesday. So me showing up with green hair on Tuesday is not going to work. But for people who enjoy changing their hair color just for 15 minutes, you can put this, do not just lay on your bed and just like try to party hardy. Don't do that. Wrap it tight. And there's a whole bunch of companies that sell hair bonnets. And did you guys start selling bonnets on your website as well?
Yes, we have bonnets and we have pillowcases as well.
Now, through this entire process, you must have gone through some insane things with this. Like, just to get it here. I'm looking at the QR codes, the barcode. ingredients list. Like this isn't like something you saw like the trunk of your car. Like you
No.
went through all the things.
I did. So one thing I tell my mentees is I want you to act as though you already are, right? So I didn't want to get ready. I wanted to stay ready, so that when I had the opportunities to possibly go into stores, I was already G1 barcode, free game, G1 barcode ready, to go onto shelves, so when you scan my barcodes, they're absolutely live. Mm-hmm. They're not just something that you make up and it's like 123-0, things like that. I literally wanted to make sure that they were active, that they were ready. Even Amazon nowadays, when you have particular products, they want them to be G1 barcode ready. So yeah, I, in the very, very beginning, realize we need to make sure that we stay on our P's and Q's, and your labels are a huge issue in a lot of things if they're not formatted correctly. So yeah.
And we're talking about this barcode here, and we've talked about this before with other business owners who actually have physical products with barcodes. Do not get used barcodes. Don't do it. Just put the money out. Go to GS1. Mm-hmm. Like go to the motherland of barcodes, buy them, and that's part of the process. That's part of the legitimacy. I can't say like the legitimacy, but it makes it easier for you so you don't have to double back and start all over again. Because nothing worse than having used barcodes, somebody scans them, and another product pops up.
Yeah.
So you quietly alluded to the fact that you quietly alluded to the fact of your mentees. Are you teaching people now? Like,
yes. So, I actually, my tagline is from your house to the warehouse and beyond. So there's a lot of people who start in their homes the same way that I did. And I just want to support those people. So I actually have a mentorship, aka a mastermind, for those who are in the product-based industry. And the reason why I say that is because I wanted to niche down and not help all businesses, because you should have, your niche. And mine is the product-based industry, just totally understanding that although there are some similarities in service-based and in product-based, product-based is a totally different animal. Like, it is a absolute beast. If you're making, $150,000 as a service, you've paid your people, you've paid for, the event space, you have some apps that you need to use, your CMR, stuff like that. But after that, you're clearing let's just say you're clearing 100,000 that's sitting in the bank. Versus product based, if you didn't get all of your holes and everything together, I mean, you pay the amount of people that you have, the jars, the labels, the shipping, the manufacturing, your 3PL, ingredients, the advertising, the marketing, the influencers, all of that, you might clear 40,000.
Yeah.
Okay. So I want to be able to help those people with their pretty much their expenses, because a lot of people are like, I know that I made $500, $2 days ago, and I don't know where it is, because they have not calculated their expenses. A lot of people don't even know what their expenses are.
Yeah. Now I had a question on the Instagram side. What stores will the products be in, or can you say that or no?
No, I cannot as of yet. But right now, I would tell you that we're starting all along the East Coast right now. So I brokered a deal for all along the East Coast right now, and we'll move them out as the things begin to move. See, one thing about me is, yes, it's really exciting to do things and throw it out there and just hope everybody wants it and everybody likes it. But as I have failed and scaled, okay, I realized that you need to have control and patience with certain things. So see how it moves in the market versus trying to get it to every part of the United States just to say that you did. And then you have things that are sitting over here and sitting over there, not moving, and then you've ruined your opportunity to possibly, be able to work with that company again, because if they buy it from you, they want it to move. Yeah. So I want to make sure that I start off, on a specific scale, and then we can move it, because your time is always your time.
Yeah. Now we just talked about this a little bit last night about getting into stores. It's not easy. You're in the stores, they still have to move off the shelf. So,
Yeah, yeah, yeah. So, a lot of people, wonder why a lot of small businesses, and this is no shade to big box, okay? Wonder why a lot of businesses aren't like, that's not their first thing that they're going to. I tell everybody, Walmart, Target, all those things is not where you want to begin, because they're not helping you make market. They're not helping you advertise. They're not helping you get the displays. They're not helping you move that product. You're borrowing their clout. You're borrowing their know, like, and trust factor. You can say, hey, I am who I say I am in business because I'm in Walmart. Whole time you're paying to be on Walmart shelves. You're paying for marketing, for advertising, for influencers, for the displays, all kinds of things. And guess what? Main thing they don't tell you about is if that stuff don't move, you might have to buy it back.
Yeah.
Okay? So is where you, after you make your millions, then you move to big box. Then you use that for expansion and brand awareness. Because you're not going to make a ton of money, which you can make a ton of money off of volume, but you build that on the back end and let that carry you through big box.
Now, when you have your mentees, what is the most common issues that you see them facing?
I have to
answer the question.
TikTok,
yeah,
they're saying that we have feedback.
Yeah, I think it's I think one of my phones is picking up extra audio.
Okay,
but it's coming from me.
Oops. So apologies. So what was the question?
Well, from your mentees, like, what do you think is the biggest issue that they're facing?
So the biggest issue that majority of my mentees are facing is mindset. Like, that's the number one thing is mindset, time management, and capital. So those are the things that I target. The first week coming into my mentorship, we don't get into the meat and potatoes and all that kind of stuff. I know you want all of that, but you don't even manage your time properly. You don't even have certain things structured foundationally. You don't even have some of your personal attributes and finances together, because your personal leads to your business. All right. So I spent the first 2 weeks on mindset alone. I feel like that should be mandatory for all mentorships, but the first thing they want to do is, let me help you get your first 10,000. Whole time they even tell you how to rinse and repeat, or how to gather the data of how you did that so you can do it again. So again, that's the first thing that I do is I spend time on mindset. Then after that, I spend time on, helping them align themselves financially. So we spend time on personal credit as well as business credit. Everybody is using personal business credit as a buzzword nowadays, but nobody's really teaching what it's supposed to look like and why.
And how to use it.
And what the importance is. And that as long as you have personal and business credit intact, meaning 700 and above, you always have money. You will always have money. This country was built off credit. We're not even backed by gold or anything anymore.
We're backed by hopes and dreams. Yeah.
Okay. So at the end of the day, if you learn how to play the role and play the game and jump into what everybody else has in America, white America, they survive off of borrowing, of funds.
Yeah.
So I help them. Our business actually helps fund them. So not help them go learn and then find somebody to fund them. No, we're a one-stop shop now. And when they talk about like time management and I work a job, I have kids, I have a husband. Okay, heard your complaint. Now we have a team of virtual assistants that we can give you instead of having one virtual assistant to go find off of Upwork. Then they told you they can do the work. You find out they can't do the work. They can barely speak English to you. They barely know what you're talking about. And they have no idea how to talk to your audience in your brand voice, because they do not deal with African Americans like that. Okay? Yeah. We've done all of that footwork for you.
And it makes it that much easier for people because as a small business, as you're trying to grow and scale, past your home, past your remote office, all of that information is essential. It saves you time, and everything that saves you time and helps you cut through the weird things so that you can get here packaged, wrapped, and ready is a blessing and godsend. Like, how long is your mentorship program?
So we do the first 8 weeks of a real push for everything to get the foundation of you together. Thereafter, you're just in a monthly, membership thereafter. But the first week, we're pushing for everything. We're skimming through all of your business. We're making sure that you have let's say your influencers, your text messages, your emails, all of those things to actually scale your business is 8 weeks of, not so happy times, but at the end of the day, if it was working for you the way that you were doing it, you wouldn't have come into my mentorship anyways. So you're there because you're ready to, transcend your business. And
have your mentees, do you have a favorite product already?
Out of them, do I have a favorite product?
Yeah.
Honestly, I don't. I don't. And I think because I look at all of them as
like your kids.
Like, I'm the baby daddy. I'm helping you with your children. You know what I'm saying? So I don't got a favorite. You know what I mean? I'm helping you raise your child up, you know what I'm saying, so they can go off into the world and make something of themselves. That's kind of how I look at it, So I don't really have a favorite.
She gives the true parent answer. I love all my kids equally. She got 5 kids. I love all my kids equally. They're all amazing in their own way, at their own time. Listen. I know, you don't want me to cut on record saying, no, she's like, that one actually is my favorite. I am the favorite child. I attest to that. I know I'm the favorite child. but it's wonderful that you've taken the time to be like, listen, it's not easy to get here. And it's like a whole bunch of bumps in the road and a whole bunch of reading and research. And I know everybody's got like a package deal, but it's always best to partner with someone or find someone who speaks your language, who has done the thing.
Yes.
Like, it's interesting enough that there's a bunch of people who are out in these social media streets talking about, I can teach you how to get your product in the stores, and they don't have a product in the store. Like, what are you going to teach me? Like,
so is I don't know. Like, as at this time, I realized that, all right, there's some of my mentees who want to get their products in stores, and I definitely can help them, but it doesn't mean that your product should be, in stores. There's so many, let's just say, subject lines that we have to look at when it comes to your product. Will you do better online than in the store? You know what I'm saying? Where are you at in business? Should you be looking at being in stores right now? Or should you be trying to push to the masses so you can create those raving customers before you get into stores, so that you can make sure that people are going to walk into those stores and buy your stuff?
Yeah.
Don't put the horse before the cart. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then, as I said with me earlier, I realized that my product does better online. It reaches more people, and a lot of people like to order more than they do like going into the store.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So
Baddest Gummy over here said she just ordered the Mother Maroon. You're gonna have fun with it. I'm just gonna say, you're gonna have fun with it. Put some gloves on. Okay, and the first time I got it, I did not read the instructions. I just thought I was...
Oh, my God. Oh, yes. I remember. I was like, there's a pamphlet that comes with it. Says it's
like,
one.
So Elektra and I talk... Elektra and I talk fairly regularly. Like,
Like, oh, this is so cute. Bye. Big slap.
So she's like, I'm one of those people people who sometimes moves hot and fast, and I got a new toy, and I'm like, I can color my hair, and then I ripped the package open because I bought, like, listen, everything I bought, everything I hold, I purchased. I purchased this, so TikTok, don't try to do anything to me with that. I bought this. So the first version that I bought, you had to mix it up. Like, that was the first one. You had to mix it up to the bottom. Then she gave you a little spatula. Of course, did I read the instructions? No, I didn't. Saw hot and fast.
Cute little brochure. Look at the little girl on it.
She quietly alluded. She was just like, Shauna, there's instructions in the box. I said, yeah, I missed that because it was so small. I threw everything away. She goes, okay, on the website there's instructions. I said, okay, I said, it must have been in small print. And then she says, there's also a video. I said, Elektra, just tell me that I'm just tell me I'm one of your children right now. Just tell me, like, just tell me I'm acting like a big kid. Because the reason that I had it was because we had Pink Takeover, and I had researched all the Black-owned brands that made hair coloring, and there's only 3 of you guys in the United, actually 3 period. And I was just like, okay, let me just chat. This is the first one I got. When I tell you, I did, like, when I realized during the mixing, I was like, oh, I'm going to need gloves for this. Just get some gloves. You just get some gloves. And just, listen, this is like playing with, like, for those kids who like playing with mud pies and stuff and, like, smushing things, you're going to have a ball with this. Put some gloves on and just start streaking it through your hair. Just take 2 days and streak it through your hair and figure out how you like it, and then wash it out. Just wash it out.
Yeah.
That's it. And I know there was one woman I know who had an issue with it because she said her locks were thicker, and she pushed it in. She pushed it deep into her thick locks. Like, her locks were like finger thick. And she had difficulties washing it out because she had pushed it in and pressed it in so deep into her locks. It's gonna take a couple washes out. Like, you may have to go to the salon at that point. But you've got locks. Yours are smaller. And I've watched your videos. You just put it in. Her and her husband in the shower. Wonder why they got 5 kids.
Shade. Shade. Wonder why I'm 40 with a 1-year-old.
What? I wonder. Listen, we see the videos. Listen, if you haven't seen Mysteek Naturals videos, just go watch them. She out there being all sexy mama and stuff. And I'm just like, okay, you got 5 kids. One of her kids is reading at like a year old. Like, I'm not kidding. Like, a year old. She got magical tricks over there. And pushing this forward and on tour doing talks and speaking engagements, all the things. And she said that's not enough. She said y'all making my morning. Listen, I've done some silly things and sometimes I'm a goofball, and I'm okay with that.
Listen. So, like, for me, honestly, I love Mysteek Naturals. It is doing its thing. It is a well-oiled machine. You know, I'm going to continue to push it. But my baby has actually become the philanthropy part of my business, which is, helping others do the same thing.
Yeah.
You know, I feel like there's not enough people who really is able to help really teach and help people scale on the level that I'm doing it, because I'm not trying to help you get your first 10,000. I'm not trying to help you make X amount of dollars, because the money will come. You're black. You ooze money. You are abundance. All right. It's going to happen. But if you don't know how to keep the money is the problem. Okay, it's not that we don't know how to make it. We don't know how to keep it. We don't know how the hell we got it. Okay, like visually, mathematically, and strategically, on purpose, don't know how we did it in order to continue to do it again, day after day, year after year. That is what makes my mentorship different. I'm not here to tickle your fancy to just get money. Okay, I'm not here to promise you $100,000 a month. What I can promise you is you're going to get way more. You can be and will be 6, 7, 8 figures if you set up your foundation
correctly.
Properly. That's like getting into a relationship and tomorrow getting married.
Some people think like that. Some people think like that.
You have to build a relationship with your business. You have to build on things. So yeah, he could have spent X amount of dollars and flew you out. That didn't mean y'all was together. It was something that happened. You don't even know how. That's how people treat relationships, and that is what I am.
You're cutting through that. You're cutting through the sloppy, messy stuff. There's one question from Classy Bastard that asks if she can put this on her braids. Yeah, you can put it in your braids when you press it in really firmly to get it all the way soaked through. Depending on how thick your braids are, you may need to be in the shower a little bit longer, or just go to the salon and have them rinse it all the way out and all the way through. But yeah, you can.
I mean, I have sister locks. You know, everybody thinks that they're braids, but I have sister locks, and I just put them in my hair.
Yeah, and I'm not kidding. You can watch her videos on her Instagram feed, TikTok feed. Watch her videos. She presses it in. Her and her husband, because he put it in his beard. Kids can use it. There, at one point, was it a couple years ago, she had a dog using it.
Oh yeah, I have. I call them fur ambassadors. They're my fur ambassadors. You know, I have two. You know, and they have a natural mohawk, and they wear all the colors. They are my fur ambassadors. They were
super cute. Oh my god. But yeah, like you can, it's safe to use for anyone, and just make sure, like, again, she says, not my dogs. She's on Instagram. Listen, some people want to color their dogs. Listen, when I get a dog, don't be shocked. Just don't be. Like, I'm going to be like the t-shirt.
One year, a lady sent us pictures. The dog had hearts all through the hair, and then one of the dogs have natural locks. I don't know the name, the dog type, but they get locks in their hair.
The moppy looking ones, yeah.
She was coloring the dog locks.
That's like, listen, my dog's gonna, like, when I get a dog, watch out. Like, t-shirts, hair colors, like, this is why it's a multi-billion-dollar industry. People like me. But what was the hardest thing when you were an entrepreneur, starting out, trying to traverse, that you wish that you had help with, that someone kind of held your hand? Because the mentorship is kind of what you're doing. You're holding people's hands through it. Yeah. What was the hardest part for you to get here?
I feel like the hardest part for me, I don't know, it's going to sound weird, but that I wish that I had was literally someone to teach me about cost of goods sold, you know, and that is not just the product that goes into the pricing of cost of goods sold. What actually cost of goods sold is, and all of, you know, the components of it. A lot of people, especially when they're wanting to go on a Shark Tank and things like that, and they're asking them pretty much, how much does it cost you to make X, Y, and Z? A lot of people don't know because they don't know how to calculate mathematically, you know, how much it costs you to make something.
Each one, yeah.
I think that was my number one issue, was understanding the COGS. And then outside of that, just the what next part of it, you know, because I had built my tribe, you know, but I didn't know what to do next. I was just flying by the seat of my pants. I wish I had strategy for someone who was actually doing what I was doing versus, you know, and not take away from, because I had mentors, you know. I still have mentors now, but the mentors I had before, they got me only so far, you know, because that wasn't their niche. So I can't even be mad at it, like 100%, you know, but I wish that I had someone to say, hey, this is the outline of my brand, you know, this is how you should do it next.
So you're creating, you have the template for beauty supply industry mentorship.
Yes.
And that girl, listen, she's gonna be on the East Coast. I just want to know what stores, and we're just gonna have to wait for that.
Yeah, you guys gotta wait. I'm doing a whole launch. It's about to be uber lit. You know what I mean? So doing a whole launch is amazing. We've had pretty much have all the strategy out, you know, and then boom, we just gonna drop it like Kendrick did.
And listen, when she drops things, like when I first met you, your ad of your product, your main Mysteek like she had a theme song, people dancing, designers of Mysteek color pop, huh? Like I'm sitting there like,
yeah. I told you, like, I just act as though I were. Like, I asked my husband, I said, babe, I need you to go do a theme song for me. He was like, okay.
He's like, okay.
I guess I'll get in the studio.
Okay, yeah.
You know, and did.
And he did it. And here I was, like, trying to pull in that video. I'm just like, designers of Mysteek color pop. And I'm just like, I need a jingle. Like, do I need a jingle? Just I have a slogan. Do I need a jingle? Yeah.
Yeah.
Apparently you need a jingle. Yeah.
I actually walk out to that song when I go to speaking engagements.
She says, we're connected on Facebook. She's amazing. Yeah. Like, Elektra is awesome. Like, not kidding. Like, there are times we'll sit on the phone and just, I'm like, no, girl, no. Mm-mm. And we'll go back and forth. And then, like, yeah, she's like family. She's like family now. Like, we yell at each other in the most polite way on the phone. Don't do that. And I'm like, but why?
Next time, do this. Like this. Try this.
Like, and I'm like, I don't like that. And here's the thing, like when you start out as a small business owner, you really have to start connecting to other business owners so that it's not just a synergy, but it's also expanding your community, because it's not just people who are buying from it. Yes, I'll keep buying her product. That goes without saying, but it's actually the connection. Like I know that I can call her, like, girl, it's Tuesday, and I just hurt my ankle. She's like, girl, what? Okay, brush it off and keep it moving. You okay? Did you cry it out? Yeah, like it's one of those kind of relationships. Yeah, but it's real. It really is real. She goes, this is fantastic. You ladies have a fabulous day. I gotta appreciate you for all you're doing. Keep rocking. Thank you so much. You're awesome, baddies. But I think it's absolutely necessary for every small business owner, I don't know, it doesn't matter where you are, to keep connecting and growing out your community so that, like, it all starts to come together. Like, you all start pushing each other a little bit further and a little bit forward. Have a good one. I'll see you later. And it's necessary.
You know what? I am very grateful to be a part of Shop the Hood. You know what I mean? I really and truly am. I mean, especially around the time you first started, everybody's like, hey, this is someone you need to connect with. You know, just inbox her. She's super, you know, likable. She do not work with everybody, honey. I'm sorry. But at the end of the day, you know, you can only, you know, ask. And Pink, you know, takeover was amazing. But besides that, I hope to one day, for everybody that's inside of your guide, you know, that maybe we all meet up, you know what I'm saying, in person, you know what I'm saying, and do like a pop-up shop, you know, because I know you have something like that probably coming up where we all could be, you know, in the same room, you know what I'm saying? So as now, not only can I see them in the guide, you know, I'm next to these big heavy hitters,
yeah.
You know what I mean? And then people can literally shop with us that day, online or in person. And so I'm grateful that you provided, you know, this, you know, arena for us, you know, because you live and breathe and sleep and eat, you know, support. And you are a black woman and black man's everything. So thank you so much.
Thank you. Like, you're awesome. Like, there's people I think are concerned that there's not enough money out there for small businesses to thrive because people aren't shopping the way they used to. There's plenty of money, they're just shopping in the wrong places. And I really want that money to go to legitimate businesses, especially in our community, that are doing the work that businesses like you are doing and businesses that are like definitely like in the guide are doing. And when I say there are over 900 businesses in that guide, over 900 businesses. And that doesn't include the bookstores. Like 900 businesses. And then the bookstore section, more businesses. So that's why I say over 900 businesses. And I section out the bookstores because I see the bookstores as that elevated business. Because they're providing a level of knowledge and help that we all need and a sourcing. And without them, it'll be harder for our kids and our families to move forward without that level of education and information. And I thank you guys always for showing up and being present in your business. And I don't care what kind of day you're having. I don't care what kind of imbalance may be happening in that moment in time. Everything in life ebbs and flows. And you are doing an amazing job. Like, I don't even know how you do it. Like, you got 5 kids, 2 dogs, a bunny rabbit, a husband. Like, I got 5 computers and a 70-plus-year-old mother. I'm just sometimes pulling my hair out. But thank you so much. I hear everything and I receive it all. I definitely appreciate everything you say, and I just want to thank you for joining my live.
No problem. Thank you for having me. Thank you, everybody. For tuning in. I do appreciate all of your support. I appreciate your questions. If I haven't answered any, I'll go through both of the comment section. But thank you all for your time. It's not taken for granted.
Yeah. Elektra, girl, you got my number. Just.
All right, y'all. Have a good day.
Have a good one. Thanks again. And I will be ending the live. Let's see. There we go. I'm going to end it on TikTok. And I'm going to end it now. We're going to come back with another business in like 15, 20 minutes. At 11 o'clock, we'll be coming back with yet another Black-owned business. So stay tuned.